on YouTube and Twitch. We're back at it with another video. Finally got out of work today and got everything set up properly. It's been a bit of a headache, but you know, we're here and we're alive. Fuck. What is up though, guys? Happy to have you all a part of the channel today. We are going, just so you guys know, if you're not familiar with my channel, we are doing a 300-day challenge where we go from sim racing to a real GT car. And for those of you guys unfamiliar, I just got my first sponsor, AZ Sim Racing. They are one of the best brands out there for the money. Go check them out. They sell awesome cockpits, affordable key turn systems, and they're very honest. Um, they're one of the big reasons I'm able to afford to do all this. And if you use my affiliate link in the description, you will get 5% off towards your purchase. Oh, wait, do I got vibration? Let's go have some fun, baby. Welcome to the channel, everybody. Hope you guys are all having a great day. We're going to be doing a giveaway for, since AZ Sim Racing now sponsors me, we're going to be doing a giveaway to win this next level GT track and a MOZA R5 once we hit 1,000 subscribers. And all you have to do is subscribe. If you guys notice, those of you familiar with the channel, we are no longer on the dual cameras. I kind of found it counterintuitive to have a pedal cam. So we're just going to have this one camera for when we're playing Forza, and we'll go back to the full setup when I go back to iRacing. Really? I don't want to fucking race this stupid ass shit. Go do this drift zone real quick. Change my car up. Hold on. If I can figure it out. Go change car. It's my little, there we go. Oh, we gotta turn around. You guys want to see the drift camera? Here. We got a majority of our people watching over on TikTok. One guy on YouTube and nobody on Twitch. So, HUD and gameplay. Video. I think it's under here, drift camera. Let's check this out. Oh, right here. That's new to me. Here, we'll turn around.
The drift zone isn't going anywhere. Head back to the start, give it another run. Just make sure you're moving forwards through the zone. Any stopping or wrong turns ruins the flow and you won't get your score.
Oh, baby. Welcome to the channel, guys. No ticky, no laundry. Oh, I almost caught the 180. Yeah, let's go do a Horizon event. Drop my stupid mouse and my phone. Here we go. The Narijuko circuit. Just drive there real quick.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
I mean, it depends. Sometimes, other times I'm grabbing the handbrake, and then other times I'm just doing a normal transfer. I don't have any assists on at all.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
I'm very new to Forza. I have like a $25,000 setup in total for all the stuff I have invested into sim racing, and I mainly do iRacing. So, and I drive GT cars. So I know like a little bit about drifting, but we just started this. Xbox sent us a code a week ago, and we just started streaming it last week. I spent all day yesterday. I got a handbrake yesterday right here, and I also have a TH8A shifter and the MOZA active shifter, and I because my other shifter and the handbrake were plugged in, it kept killing the force feedback. So every stream I've done so far, I've had zero force feedback. And now I finally got everything working properly. I don't understand which one is the drift camera. Maybe this? Yeah, so the way you shut that off is what's happening is if you have stability, first of all, make sure you have ABS off, but not off, just make sure it's not on assisted. So coming from iRacing, I'm like, what the fuck? All these are things the car actually needs. Nobody's driving with traction control um and ABS off. And oh, I see. That's cool as hell. But I'm like, nobody's driving with all this stuff off. So then I went and I looked in the settings yesterday. What you want to do, you want to make sure traction control is off, stability control is off, and most important, you want to make sure that you change assisted braking or anti ABS, change it from assisted to just regular on. If you don't have that on, you're braking, you're just gonna lock up. And I have $1,000 active pedals, and it feels terrible because the game doesn't support
100
them.
yards.
But then I turned ABS on, just on, not assisted, and it fixed all the issues I was having.
In 200 yards, turn left. Turn left. Turn right.
If you don't have, also, if you don't have a handbrake, a big thing I've been telling a lot of my viewers is make sure you map your clutch pedal to your handbrake. It's easier to click your clutch if it's a button than it is to click a handbrake, because your handbrake is what's going to make you be able to hold it for a very long time. You can drift absolutely without a handbrake. You're just not going to be able to hold the transfer like this. I also don't have like any good drift cars yet.
You're in a speed zone. Floor it to the end and don't leave the road.
You've arrived at your destination.
Nice. That's your average speed locked in. Oh, and pass through again every time you think you have a faster car. Put it to the test.
There are rumblings of an abandoned legendary Porsche 959 collecting dust around here.
Appreciate that tip about the drift camera, though, my man.
Looks like it's in a town.
I guess we'll buy the 911 GT3 RS. Uh, oh god, we're gonna have to upgrade it. Hold on. I'm gonna just quit the event. We'll upgrade it real quick.
Okay, Travis, what do you want to do next?
I like how you can fast travel to everywhere that you've been before. It makes it feel so much easier.
Welcome back, Travis.
Okay, we're just gonna go back and auto upgrade this biatch. I'll have to go with the Sally. I like that. Ciao. Why? Really? Did not realize that. Did you think? I didn't realize the windshield was covered like that. I didn't even know you could do that in this game. All right, let's go do that race. Are you fucking kidding me? Now it's two. Is it just Class A cars? Damn it. Hey, the guy that was in here that told me about like the drifting, do you know how to set up like the cars so that way I don't have to keep doing it on stream? It's kind of annoying. Um like how I can set up cars that I'm going to be racing in these events opposed to having to like figure it out. There we go. That should work for now. All right, man. Well, appreciate you joining the stream. Subscribe. We'll be giving away a an entire set here. We just gave away a PC a few weeks ago, so appreciate you joining the channel, my man. We're going to be going from a sim setup to a real GT car here in December. I had somebody arguing with me yesterday about clutch kicking. They're like, clutch kicking is when you bind your clutch to your e-brake. And I'm like, dude, no, it's not. And this guy, like, would not stop arguing with me about it. It was kind of funny. What kind of wheelbase are you on? Because I was going to say, if you have, like, any of the extra shifters or anything, make sure you unplug that stuff before you start up the game. Otherwise, you won't have any force feedback. Oh, there we go. It would have been nice if I could have hit the. Why do we slide out like that? I'm going to start this one over. Oh, we're also giving away one of these, too. I just got a $1,400 Lamborghini wheel from MOZA, and I honestly prefer this over that. I think this is the nicest budget wheel that they sell. All right, let's get it. Hold on. Would you say you can go to your garage, click on your vehicles, and add to favorites? What do you mean? What are you talking about? What? So like this, instead of having to find it, the reason I had to go back to my garage was it didn't meet the class. So this is an A class race, but I upgraded it to S2. So I had to downgrade it back to A in order to be able to race it because I didn't own any A class cars. All my cars are S1 and S2. I gotta. Oh, you know what it is, dude? I gotta shut that stupid drift camera off. Not. It's not stupid, but it's pretty damn cool. But that's why I keep sliding. I'm not moving, and I keep trying to counter steer. All right, let's get a win. Oh, look at that beautiful Ford GT. So Xbox gave me these coupons that I could use to buy any car that I wanted. And I wish I would have saved it for a more expensive car because I used mine on a Ford GT40. Oh, shit! We gotta get our ass out of. I almost said we gotta get our ass out of our head, but we gotta get our head out of our ass. Go, 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 go! I keep trying to blip the throttle. You don't have to do that. One of the reasons I keep spinning. I think it's comical though that I have this crazy setup and high I rating, and I can't drive in Forza. I want to try this one more time without where's my keyboard? turn off hands-off protection and wheel speed at 100. See what that does. I love the feeling of the cars, though. It doesn't feel like the old Forza games where they feel like boats. They actually all feel really good. I'm enjoying the game a lot so far. I just turned up my feedback too. I turn it down when I drift. If you're on a Logitech wheel, I would highly recommend that you turn your wheel down because even though it doesn't have a ton of force feedback, like people underestimate those. They're actually really good wheels for Forza. But if I were you, I would just turn the force down more than halfway because you won't get like a ton of oscillation and it'll make drifting for you easier. Like I have a 25 Newton meter wheelbase, something that could literally rip your fingers off, and I only turn it up to 30%. You know why? Because it's not about the force. It's about saving room for clipping. Little fun fact for you. Did you know that the reason you don't see damage in these games like you would in something like BeamNG is because the car dealers will not let the game use their license if it shows their car in a bad light. Yeah, I would probably turn it down to 1.0, and then I would also turn vibrations down to about half. So when you play a racing game, Forza is a little different. It's a lot more laid back. You don't want to feel all those crazy vibrations and all these crazy effects. You just want to be able to feel your tires. Like if you take a look at my wheel, how snappy it is. Look how snappy that it'll go right back. The difference between like direct drive and what you have is my wheel is connected directly to a motor instead of being connected to like a pulley system. So I'm getting feedback instantly. That's why my pedals cost $1,000 each. They're the active pedals, so I can feel like ABS, the wheel lock, and we usually have a pedal camera on when we stream, but um that's how I'm able to feel those effects. But for you don't like this game doesn't need this isn't a simulator. This is an arcade style game. And um the best way I can explain it is you it kind of does it for you. Even if you turn off all the assists, like it's making me do the stuff that I would have to in real life to drift, but it's doing the entry for me. Like it's doing the hardest part. Same thing with like the braking. Um my pedals, I'll honestly just show you real quick. These are what my pedals look like. Here, I'll walk you through. Hold on. You were nice enough to help me out, so give me 1 second. I'll walk you through the settings real quick. You're not using the same wheel as me, so do not copy and paste. Anybody here right now on TikTok, Twitch, Instagram, whatever, do not copy these settings unless you have a direct drive wheel. What I'll be talking about is belt driven though. So we're gonna come over to advanced controls. You want this at 50%. You need this at 50%. You got to make sure that this is off, invert force feedback, and then vibrations, obviously you want them on. Um, you might need to run this if you don't have a direct drive wheel and like it feels like your inputs are off, mess around with this. And then force feedback scale. Mine's at right now for me, I can enter and hold a drift, getting out clean in straight lines. Yeah, if it feels good, man, that's the biggest thing. It doesn't matter about like realism, but yeah, that if it feels good for you, it feels good for you. Oh, another thing too. This one's important. Where is it? The issue that I was having is in the settings because of how Horizon 5 was. I had this setting that was keeping my wheel spring at 10. And if you know anything about direct drive wheels, they don't need a spring. So it was absolute like I could turn my wheel like this and then the force was way too much. But another thing is if you ask Google, it'll actually say the opposite. When you come in here, you got to make sure that device one is your wheel. So, or like if anything connected to your wheel should be device one, otherwise the game is not going to function properly. What kept happening for me is even after doing it, the e-brake would be device one, and then everything else was like device two or three. And for me, I have like motion platforms, seatbelt tensioners, butt kickers, HF8 Pro seat, and I wasn't able to use any of that with the game without having no um, force feedback. So I kind of shut all of that other stuff off and just focused on getting this to work for right now. But um, right here, where this combined steering, you got to make sure that this is on because your wheel is if you turn it off what'll happen is it'll put your wheel on two separate axes, and if you have like the only way that you would use that is if you didn't have a um direct drive wheel or have a belt driven wheel, but you had like that cheap shitty wheel that has like instead of having like force feedback, you have a pulley system, or not a pulley system, like a bungee cord, and the wheel just has two different axes. It's not based off of how you're driving, but more or less like a bungee cord. There's no force feedback. But there was something I wanted to show you real quick because this is important. The damper, um, if your wheel like this is something that could help a ton, especially with a Logitech wheel. If you're getting that like where it's like shaking, and I used to have a Logitech wheel where it's like shaking and your wheel is going like this for no reason, turn up that damping a little bit. It'll help a ton. And then this is very important as well. If you have three pedals, make sure you turn up your dead zone for your clutch and your e-brake. but there was a setting that was like um steering sensitivity right here. I would leave this alone 1,000%. But we'll get back to driving. Hold on. We'll go do an event real quick. Yeah, I just got a sponsorship with AZ Sim Racing, and they're sending me out a bunch of stuff. It's part of the reason why I'm giving a lot of my older stuff away, but I always pick names out of a hat. So you got a better chance at winning something from that than you do the lottery, and I pay for shipping, I pay for everything. So, yeah, if you want a chance to win, just sub. The coolest stream that I've done so far is I did a GT race on stream. It should be in one of my videos, one of the first videos I did, and Max Verstappen was in it. He didn't talk to me or anything, but he was just doing a race. I've also raced with Dallin Hart Jr. I gotta go with this pink little kitty one. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. One guy asked me, you know, if you can donate, if you guys ever want to donate, go over to makeawish.org. I don't want your money, and I don't I don't want anything from you guys. Head over to makeawish.org. And no, I didn't beat him. I got taken out like in the second or third stint. It was a long endurance race. Bro, I don't care what anybody says, he is the best in the world. There's nobody that was ever like him. There's nobody that will ever be like him, and I don't even like Max. And I'll meat ride him. Dude, he had a 30-second lead in the at the Nords this weekend. He had a 30-second lead, and he's not even a GT driver. He drives F1. And the only reason that they lost is the car broke. I think I'll change what I said. Um I think he's one of the best drivers ever, but I think F1 drivers are the best drivers in the world, and I think rally car drivers are the best or backwards. I think F1 car drivers are the best racers in the world, and I think rally car drivers are some of the best drivers in the world. Because like they did this thing where they took up two F1 drivers in a car on like a mountain, and one of the F1 drivers got out at the top and refused to go back down because it's fucking scary. It is. Like those guys literally every single time they go out they're trying to kill themselves. Like it is absolutely insane what rally car guys can do. Colt 45 and two zigzags, baby, that's all we need. We could head to the park after dark and smoke that tumbleweed. As the marijuana burn, we could take our turn singing them dirty rap songs. Stop and hit the bone like Cheech and Chong. Sell tapes from here to Hong Kong. So roll, roll the 83 Cadillac Coupe de Ville. Tapes and my CDs just don't sell. I bet my caddy will. Well, it was just sundown in a small white town. They call it East. No, I'm kidding. I've beaten a few professional GT drivers that race GT in real life, but that isn't that impressive when I'm probably on the simulator more than some of those guys. I think I have about 8,000 hours into iRacing. And not to mention, I have a better setup than most people do. What I will say, though, is spending money on shit doesn't mean anything because I get beaten by people all the time that are using a Thrustmaster wheel or a Logitech wheel. But I will say for you, dude, if you ever upgrade in the future, listen to this closely. T598. That is the best steering wheel that I ever used at a budget. I liked it more than the stuff MOZA sells because you could get one of those. It's a direct drive Thrustmaster wheel, and you could get one of those on Marketplace for like 200-300 bucks, and they come with the pedals and a wheel like this. Plus, you can change out the wheel for like an F1 style wheel or whatever. And it's just, I absolutely love that base. Even though it's only 5 Newton
Thank you,
meters,
Travis.
it can hit up to 10, but it's like this big. It's huge. Ooh, there's an off road event. I want to do
Okay,
that.
Travis. I have set your route to the cross-country race event.
Question for it. Yeah, the T598. I absolutely, dude, best wheel for the money. I like that more than some of the Moses stuff.
200 yards.
Obviously what I have now is better, but for when I first started, that wheel was awesome.
Turn
That
left.
and then the TLCM pedals. They're load cell pedals, but they are very good for what they cost. I wish you would have met me sooner, dude, because I literally just gave it away like about 3 months ago. I had one and I gave it away to somebody that had a setup very similar to yours when I got my first sponsor. If you're like, how the hell do you have a sponsor and nobody watches you? I just started editing content and with the going from sim racing to a real GT car, it gained a lot of traction in the sim racing community, and a lot of people vouched for me and really helped hook me up. Honestly, I'm not even going to buy one of those. I'll just use the Forza edition car. But that T598 wheel, I don't care. The problem is you can't watch YouTube reviews anymore because everybody's compromised, bro. You know how many companies reached out to me asking me to review something, but if I didn't give it a positive review, they wanted me to send the item back or they weren't going to pay me. So many companies, including, I'm not even going to say it, but anyhow, that T598 wheel, a lot of the people that reviewed it said, oh, it's all right. It's too big. It came out too late. Full of shit. It is one of the best wheels that I ever used for the cost. One of the biggest things you'll find out in sim racing, and it's so stupid. Like, I have an R25 and an R12. When I use the R12, I turn it down to about 70%. And then when I use the R25, it's turned down all the way to 30%. Nobody that has an R25 is using it at 100 because here, I can't talk and drive. I suck at that. But um nobody's using it at 100 because the thing is when it comes to racing, you most of these cars have power steering, and if they don't, the max that you're hitting is like 10 to 15, and that's even excessive. Like, you're not hitting that all the time. So the reason that you get like a super high-end wheelbase like the R25 that I have is not to keep it up and break your fingers, because nobody's doing a 6-hour race with that at 100%. And what it does though is you can turn it down to 30% and have it all that extra headroom. So there's virtually no clipping. But the stupid thing about that is now with like the MOZA R12 V2 that I'm using right now, it has an encoder in it. So with that encoder, you don't even get clipping anymore. So there's no reason. It, it's one of those things where it drives me nuts. In the hobby, there's people that like preach, oh yeah, I got this super high end wheel. It's like, bro, you don't fucking need that. I'm gonna buy a different car. One thing, a question for you: when you're racing online, or when you're racing on like the dirt, like I am right there, um, never mind. You wouldn't know then. Never mind. I was gonna ask you, when I race on the dirt, I noticed that like
Okay,
I
Travis.
don't
I have
have
sent
as
your
good a
order to the cross
feedback.
country
It's
race event.
weird. I don't know what the hell it is, but the other thing I was going to tell you is it is about having fun. But what I will tell you is if you get into the hobby like I did and you end up really liking it, don't cheap out on shit.
Turn sharp right.
If you have to, if you're like, oh dude, this is the coolest thing I ever did, I need to get into this. Um don't cheap out, because what'll happen is you'll end up buying everything 10 times over and like
You're 400
wasting more
yards.
money than you would have if you like. What I'm saying is if you see something and you're like, oh, I want to upgrade to that, but this is half the price, make sure you do
Turn
your
right.
research and do it properly, because um like I said, you buy once, you cry once. Like for me, I got this cockpit where I absolutely love it. It's the next level GT track, but now I have a seatbelt tensioner in motion, and even though it works, it's a pain in the ass to set up. So that's why I'm changing cockpits over to an aluminum profile rig. But if I was you, and if you were like really
50
getting into
yards.
this and you
Turn
like it,
right.
one of the best things you can buy is this HF8 Pro seat. What it does is it's kind of like a butt kicker. A butt kicker is like a base shaker that goes under your seat, and it shakes the whole rig and lets you feel like wheel slip and stuff. But this HF8 Pro seat, for example, if you didn't buy the Pro and you just bought the regular one, it this thing is 100 or 200 times more powerful than the regular one, and they're almost the same price. So it's like buy it once, but this will let you feel like the way the road feels if you slip gears, gear shift, wheel slip, acceleration, you'll feel it. I put all this money into motion, and I hate motion. It's just a distraction. What I do like though is seatbelt tensioners, because what a seatbelt tensioner does is has 250 newton meters of torque, and instead of um like leaning left and right, as soon as you push down on the brakes, the belt pulls down on you and you feel the braking immediately. It's so cool, dude. Keep dropping my damn mouse. I need to fucking velcro this thing. That's why another reason I'm switching over to an aluminum profile rig is, one, I'm sponsored now, so they're sending it out to me, but two, I'll be able to put stuff like keyboard holder and cup holders and all that stuff on my rig. Wind simulator, my button boxes. That's another thing too, is if you do upgrade, you got to make sure, even with a 5 newton meter wheelbase, don't listen to people and just mount that shit to a desk. Make sure you buy a cockpit, because otherwise you're not getting the full experience if you don't have a um like a solid rest for your pedals. You're never going to be able to push them down. Oh, that would be why we're getting our ass kicked. Just jumping into these races without any upgrades and on the hardest thing. There we go. Welcome to the stream, guys. Oh! I have a Ford GT40, but yet I have to race the Lancer. See, buddy? You ever got any questions, feel free to ask, man. I've tried just about everything you can think of out, have tons of different bases and wheels, and like, you ever need anything, just ask, because if you're thinking about buying something, chances are I've probably tried it. And just a heads up for those of you guys that just joined, we just got sponsored, and if you use my affiliate link, you guys will get 5% off. Head over to AZ Sim Racing today. I want to go back to iRacing so bad. I'm having fun, I can't even lie. I've had more fun in the last 2 days of streaming this than I ever had streaming iRacing. iRacing isn't really fun, it's more like work. So fun playing something just casual. iRacing, you know, I'll put in a month of practice for a 24-hour race, and sometimes not even finish. But when you do get a finish in like first place, it's the best feeling in the world. Not much comes close to it. Mm. Yeah, we don't have our pedal camera on today, guys. We just have our. For those of you guys that don't know, we're on the MOZA active pedals. Ooh, let's do retro rally. That seems fun.
Okay, Travis, I have set your route to the dirt race event.
Thanks, Anna. Here, I really want you guys to be able to see this, so give me one sec. Mm, that's fine, I guess. Eh, fuck it. Why not? Yeah, this is what we're using for our handbrake, and then my shifter, and then my active pedals. That'll work. I guess. Yeah, that'll work. Why not? We'll go do this other race right now, though.
You have arrived at your destination.
Shatoya Scamble! We're gonna be in the Subaru. 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 I'm buying me a Subaru. Um, or the. Yeah, we'll buy the Subaru. Oh, yes. Me love. We gotta get a cool skin on here. What do we got going? I love that right there. That's beautiful. Some of these people are so creative. Oh, shit. You got to be very light on the brakes in this game. You got to make sure, too, that depending on the car that you drive, you switch between ABS on and off. I've noticed for the rally cars, turning the assists off actually makes the car feel better, but some of the GT cars that have ABS in real life, it feels better with it on. Even for drifting, which is crazy. Why are we still in third? There we go. Slow down, you crazy child. You're so ambitious for a juvenile. And then you're already halfway through. Come on, get out my way, homie. I wish they had more like rally style runs in Forza. I know there's a couple, but instead of just like pure street racing, I wish they were like timed. It would be such a cool game to do that with. I'm not saying get rid of the racing like entirely, but it would just be cool to have that. Come on, give it to me, baby! Yeah, baby! Bro, do me a favor. Take that message you just sent me and shove it up your fucking ass, bro. Every fucking day with you stupid ass robots. Every fucking day. James, you're a fucking moron.
In Drift, you'll be pitted against 11 other drivers across 3 events. Hit as many drifts as you can. The player with the highest
Suck
drift
my
score over a
taint,
single
suck
lap
my
will take home
balls.
the
Fuck
victory.
you, James. Ah, why did we hit the fucking wall, dude? Crushing candy, crushing pills. Got no extra to pay my bills. I am so fucking bored. Nothing to do today. Oh, there we go. That's what we want. Oh, shit. I'm gonna quit this. We'll go back and do it again, but with a different car. Beyond fun. Beyond fun. We just gotta get this set properly. How do we get that set back up? That was fun as hell. What? Oh, you know why? Turn that down to 80.
Welcome to Horizon Play. Here you can face off against other competitors online in a variety of game modes. You can earn levels by playing any Horizon Play mode, and with levels come badges.
We'll go do this drifting session real quick. We're gonna kick ass though. What? None of these are drift cars. He's got a fucking police car. Did anybody see that? Wait, why didn't we throw it into neutral? It should be. There we go. Hit me with your best shot. Fire away. I don't know why. Here, let's go get a drift car real quick. I'm not going to even try that. We'll go get a drift car. I got to buy one. Or make one. Oh, we got wheel spins available. Watch it give us one. That, honestly, that is one of the best. You could easily turn that into a drift car. I would have liked the Mustang more. Not than the Porsche, but than the pants that I just got. We'll take it. Let's go. Here, we'll go over, get a drift car from the event, and then we'll join up in a drift event. How does that sound? I know a few of you guys on the other thing asked me to set that up, so we'll get that going. Gotta check my phone real quick.
Welcome back, Travis.
Let's get something. Search auctions. Check out some of the drift cars. That is dope. Oh, these. Jesus, no wonder why nobody's buying anything on these. Is this really going to take this long? What the fuck? I wonder if we could get that Miata too. Mazda. Just buy that real quick. We'll probably get a Supra or a Skyline. Dodge. Do they have the Hellcat? Yes. Why not? We'll buy it. '77 Trans Am. Got to add one of those to the collection. That's my favorite car of all time. It's the cheapest one. Pot roast. You want to make it in about an hour, and I'll get off and play Mario Party with you? You also want to give me my meds? They really fucked up on this game not adding a Prius. Hi, babe. My camera's all the way over here, so you're good to walk in here. I love you. Yeah, if you're gonna be down to make it and play Mario Party with me, then yes. Otherwise, you're dead to me. That's dope. All right, now we got some cars, baby. This should be a fun one, dude. I wonder how fast we can get this to 100. Sheesh. What was I gonna do? Oh, I was gonna go to a drift event. Online. Horizon Play. Not a drift car at all, but this should be fun. I don't know why we weren't allowed to use the Hellcat. That would have been cool. Or any of the other fucking cars that I just bought. Really? Come on. What the fuck? That's technically pretty funny that we won first place in a drift event with a GT40. There we go. What's going on, guys? Do some street racing. Let me fix this camera real quick. Ooh, we could take the Atom or the NSX. Maybe. I fucking hate this thing. I wish I would have just used Droid Cam, honestly. This might work. Nope. Honestly, that is the best we've had it all day. I like that. Because then you could see me pulling the yanking chains. We'll take the Atom. And because we're driving the Atom, we'll use the MOZA KS Pro wheel. Who likes my Mario Kart Party skin? Nintendo, don't sue me. Please. Oh, shit! Damn it. I am so unorganized today. It's not even funny, guys. There we go. Nah, because I plugged in the other wheel, my clutch paddles weren't working at first, but we're good now. Oh, get it, baby. I'm gonna get your ass. Oh, shit. That's why I never, ever, ever recommend a GT style wheel for Forza, because you are playing with 900 wheel rotation most of the time, because if you turn it down, the cars feel like ass, and you're constantly having, you want that extra grip so you can kind of like throw the wheel. Hell, I just won a GT event in a Ford GT40, so, or a drift event. And in real life, yeah, that ain't happening. Asshole. No one can stop me. I'm all the way up. Oh no, get out of it here, brah. I got the better cornering though. Come on. Oh! She's alive! Take my money. Yahoo! My little Mario Party skin. Oh yeah. Let's do it. Throw my other wheel back on.
And stamped. Cool, huh? Not much beats racing through the
I
brand
got
new
damp.
forest with your friends.
Let's
Check
go.
out the new barn find rumors. Some more just dropped. And the Hucksum Mountain Lodge is now available.
Let's go,
Farm
baby.
exploration is paying off.
Oh, I thought we unlocked that. We still need 2,135 before we get that unlocked. What's going on with you beautiful people on YouTube? We're going to be giving away a MOZA KS Pro wheel and an R5 bundle with this next level sim racing cockpit. For those of you guys that just joined, we just partnered up with AZ Sim Racing. They just sponsored your boy. So if you go over there and use my affiliate link, you'll get 5% off. And then when we hit 1,000 subs, we'll be giving this entire rig away aside from the pedals that cost more than the rig. Oh, but yeah, they just sent me an aluminum profile rig with I'll be able to put my tensioners and my motion on it. So subscribe to the channel, and just like any giveaway we do here, just with the, I'm sure some of you guys were here for the PC giveaway. Um, any giveaway that we do will be live and verified, pulled out of a hat or a wheel spin. What the hell? There we go. I did not expect this car to have a round wheel. But I think this is just kind of like a spider.
Turn left. In 200 yards, turn left. Turn left. In 400 yards, turn right. In 200 yards, turn right.
Also, you guys know I never ask you guys to donate. But if you are feeling generous, head over to makeawish.org. My wife and I, we went through the loss of a baby when she miscarried and almost died from sepsis. So me and her belief is giving back, and it's why even though I'm monetized now, I will never ask you guys for anything. Head over to makeawish.org and donate your money there instead. I don't know why we couldn't just fast travel here. Let me get in a different whip real quick. I kind of want to try out the Hellcat that we just bought. Where is it? Or the 77 Trans Am, whatever one I find first. There's the Ram Am. That's one of my favorite cars in real life. If you gave me this or the chance to buy a Lamborghini, I would choose this. This is my favorite car. One of them. The only car that I would choose. Why are we doing that? The only car that I would choose over this is probably a GT3 RS. Such a beast though, for the time, dude. I say such a beast, and I'm struggling to get over 50 miles per hour. Let's see how she does on road. Nope, she's slow. We'll change it over to a... Where the hell is the... Am I, like, scrolling right by it? Oh, it's right here. My Hellcat. I just bought this car. You guys watch this. Watch how fast this car goes. It's so freaking... That is so ridiculous.
In 400 yards, turn left. Turn left. In 200 yards, turn left. Turn left.
Oh, we're not there yet. This is so crazy. Feels so realistic. Like, even compared to, like, iRacing. It's incredible when developers put love into a game. It just reminds me that not everybody's a money-grubbing whore, that it is after your money. And, like, it's hard with video games nowadays. You got indie developers developing better games than AAA studios. And
400 yards,
everything's about microtransaction and getting you to spend your last dollar on something. And in this economy, where Yip Yip Yahoo Mario Man cost $120,
in 400 yards,
and
turn left.
we got Forza that offers thousands of hours of content, fleshed out cars for free if you have Game Pass, or $60. Like, you can't beat that, man. I gotta buy another car? What the fuck? That's okay, I could use that for a drift car. If you guys see me just buying stuff, the reason being is Xbox gave me vouchers, so I could pretty much get anything I want. What the fuck, dude? You're going to jail for that, bro. Must be the money. If you want to go take a ride with me.
Okay, Travis, what do you want to do now? Okay, Travis, I have set your route to the nearest street race.
What's up? Looking forward to the Rush event? It'll be a cold one, apparently. I'm gonna keep hitting races to qualify. I'll see you there, right?
Oh, I can take my challenge, or yeah, my Hellcat. Meow, meow. My Hellcat, meow, meow, meow. It's mustache, mustache man. Hello. Ah, we're the first loser, damn it. If you ain't first, you last. Shake and bake, baby. What I love now is the wheel spin. Watch how fast that goes back. That's faster than my Prius. Kidding.
Okay, Travis, I have set your route to the cross-country race event.
Let's get in some drifting here on the way to this cross-country event. Never mind, it's right here.
Turn left. You have arrived at your destination.
Damn it. Oh, I guess we're taking the Viper. That'll be cool, though. I just got this handbrake you guys see here, and then I have my TH8A shifter, and then my MOZA active pedals, which I wrote down here. I can actually put a light down there if you guys want to see them. Oh! I fucking hate this thing. I think I just lost it. I'm gonna rewind. Damn, dude. The off-road, I will say, even having like everything dialed in, I'm sure they'll update it, but my force feedback like does not feel right at all. I think that's kind of the point though. Like, it's so weird. They obviously want you to have like different feeling for gravel, pavement, dirt, and water off-road, but when I go off-road, the like in that my wheel feels like it has like zero feedback. There's like it's almost like I know these aren't belt driven, but it's almost like cogging. Like how a belt-driven wheel will cog. That's what it feels like. And it does it both on my R25 and my R12. And both my wheels have the newer encoder, so this shouldn't that like it's the game, not the wheel. It doesn't feel terrible, don't get me wrong, it just doesn't feel right. And as soon as you get back on pavement, it goes right back to normal. It's so weird. Whoa. Oh no. I think the other part of it is I'm so used to regular like sim racing where it just doesn't feel natural, but I'm getting the hang of it. We're getting better each day, so I'm probably going to go back to iRacing and not know what to do with myself. That's cool. Super saloons.
Okay, Travis.
Why? What did I accidentally click? Here, we'll turn off that I wonder if that'll help. That might honestly help a ton. Where the hell's the drift camera? No. Wait. Am I just stupid? Where is it under HUD? Oh, right here. Off. It's already off. We could turn it on if y'all want, though. I'll turn it on for you guys. Okay, let's get in a drift car.
Turn around.
I just bought a really nice drift car. Hold on. Oh, it's right here. Formula Drift, baby. Y'all ready for this? I don't think y'all are ready.
In 400 yards, turn left. Turn left.
I don't know why, dude, with the graphics card that I have, even with streaming, we should be able to run all of this at the highest of highest settings. So it's really weird that. All right, let's see what happens when we do this.
You have arrived at your destination.
I really don't understand how the Xbox even runs this shit. See if that helps any. You know what, guys? I'm gonna quit it for the night, and we'll be back on tomorrow. I'm getting starving and I got a headache, so I'll see y'all.